Hi, it's Timmal again from Siyasebenza. It's Sunday, so the factory is not working. I'm going to take you on a quick tour around the factory to show you the different departments and a little walkthrough of the procedures and the process. So when fabric comes in, obviously the fabric hasn't been allocated, but it gets allocated according to the fabric composition. And the fabric composition is very important in terms of the client requirements. So when a client places an order, 99% of the time the client places an order via email where we have an official purchase order. We create a job card, and the job card allows us to execute a bill of materials to start isolating all the components that go into the manufacture of that particular style of garment for the client for the job card. So fabric gets put in different compositions. There's polyester cotton, there's 100% cotton, and then in the 100% cotton there's a few different options depending on what the client wants. There's a lightweight and a heavy. Then you get flame retardant fabric, which is very popular in South Africa because of the petrochemical industry, and acid resistant fabric is also very popular because of the mining and the chemical industry. When the fabric gets allocated to a job card, we get manual markers done using our manual pattern system you see in the back. We do a master pattern, and the master pattern forms the first layer of the order. So the master pattern is normally the first layer, and for example, if we need to lay 150, then we'll lay 149 and the master becomes the 150th panel. We use handheld cutting machines to cut the panels, and once the panels are cut, we allocate them and sort them into different shade numbers and batches for ease of production on the machine floor. I'll walk you through, this is the balance of the cutting area, and I'll walk you through onto the production floor. You'll see a lot of paper on the walls. That's all in terms of targets and parameters set for the cutting area so that not much of fabric is wasted, because fabric forms 2/3 of the cost of the garment. When we get onto the manufacturing plant, each plant or each business unit has 10 machines with 9 operators. So for example, this is line 1. The manufacturing business has 9 little businesses, so in total there's 81 operators, and there's a whole host of machines which form the production process from the beginning to the end of the production process, and I'll walk you through as we go through the factory. So this is a second business unit, which is also the same as the first. So all the business units are virtually the same. They have the same machines. It's just the operators that move from machine to machine depending on the garment and what is required by the client for the garment. Reflective tape, elasticated waist, elasticated cuffs, a whole host of different components go into different garments. These garments, for example, have already been elasticated. This is the elastic for the trouser, and the garments will now be assembled. This is a panel for the trouser. You can see the score targets on the back wall. Those score targets are per line, per day. So it gives the managers and the production teams targets and competition between the teams. Each line produces 100 garments per day per line. So each line produces 100 garments a day. Depending on the complexity of the garment, it may go up or down. Once the garments are completely assembled on the production units, it flows through to what we call the end processes, and the end processes involve the putting on of buttons, press studs, and reinforcing of all the stress areas. These machines do the buttons, the buttonholes, and the reinforcing of all the stress areas. Once the reinforcing and the buttons are complete, the garments are now in the final packing area So the job card and the team leader will now assemble the garments according to the requirement or the invoices created to match the job card. The order is now complete and ready to be shipped to the client, and all garments are either boxed or bundled up based on the client's requirements. This is a specialized area where we mark garments for position of reflective tape. Garments also need to be elasticated. So elasticated measurements are set. Some garments have draw cords, depending on the industry it relates to. Once we're done with the production process, the final area is our training area and our redundant staff, where we upskill and improve employees to be reabsorbed onto the production floor in the event of operators being sick or ill or away from work. So this is our effective training school. Thank you for watching this video. That concludes our quick tour of the production facility. Please feel free to contact me for a personalized tour. I can happily show you through the plant Monday to Friday when the production is in full swing. Thank you for watching this video. Looking forward to doing business with you in the future.